Hi there and welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we're going to do the September predictions and expectations. But before we start, I just want to say that I'm having a 20% off discount sale on my tarot services. The prices are already low enough, so with this discount it's going to be even lower. So if you do want to take the opportunity, go to my Ko-fi page. I'll have the link that already has the code in it in the description box below so that you can just click it and the code is already applied to the link. So take the opportunity to get a personal reading because those are a lot more specific to your actual needs rather than these general readings that may or may not resonate. Okay, so getting back into the reading here. You have these three feathers to choose from. This is from a swan. That's a raven feather, I believe, and I don't know if this is a pheasant feather. I have no idea. I find them on the ground. I like to collect feathers. So whichever one spoke to you or is calling to you or grabbing your attention the most, that's your pile. You can listen to multiple piles or all of them because the messages sometimes do connect with each other. So maybe there's a message within each pile for you, like a puzzle piece. So that's up to you. The timestamps will be down in the description box below. Click on the timestamp of the group, so group 1, group 2, group 3, and you'll be taken to your reading. So I will see you there. Hello to my swans here. So let's see what you can expect for the month of September. You got spirit guides, insight, guidance, and purpose. You got green man with abundance. You got skyfire, messages, channels, information, which is interesting with the spirit guides card. The liminal dance, delicacy, fragility, transience. You got synergy. What you need to heal, or what you can expect for September is discover your life purpose. And the message here is a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Okay, so for you guys, what you can expect for the month of September is guidance. Guidance is going to come your way. And with this guidance that you get, this can come from either your intuition or someone in the physical realm, some sort of guidance, maybe something that someone says that suddenly sparks that, epiphany moment in you. But some sort of guidance will come your way that helps you reach some sort of abundance in your life, right? Maybe that was the missing key, the missing step that you were waiting for. Maybe you've been trying to build something in your life or work on something and you kept falling short, right? Maybe you tried to go one step ahead and you kept being shoved 5 steps back, right? But it seems that some sort of guidance is coming your way that will help you with that missing aspect so that it propels you into that abundance. And abundance is going to look different for everyone. Abundance could mean monetary gain. It could be creating a family, right? Giving birth. It could mean building your business. Just anything that you want to achieve, anything, any goal or, something. So abundance will just look different. And whatever this is that is being built, despite that it's strong, right? Look at these rocks. No matter how strong they are, there's a sort of fragility about them that You know, if you just take away one rock, or if one rock starts to crumble, this one already is cracking here, this piece will fall down, right? So you may be building something or working on something that could have a strong foundation, but if you don't make the right moves, it could all go crashing down. Yeah, so here we have messages, channels, information. And, and with the spirit guides, you have insight, guidance, and purpose. So your purpose here is to build something strong, something that lasts. Okay, don't look for easy way out. Don't look for fast money, fast way to make money. You have to build a strong foundation for something that has purpose in it, that has that's longer lasting. And even here with the synergy card, we see growth, right? Something. And even if, let's say, you are in the dark right now, if you are struggling, remember that seeds, they have to be in the dark ground and they have to work hard to push forward in order to come out into the sun and, start to grow and build. So if you're working on something and you're not seeing results, keep going, keep pushing forward. Eventually you'll get there. Okay, try to see different techniques of doing things. Try to get different perspectives or advice or guidance from other people, people that maybe have done what you're trying to do. And with the Discover Your Life Purpose card here, it's again telling you that you're meant for something of quality, something longer lasting, something that you will be eventually be proud of, that you enjoy and love working on. Especially now since September is a month where, people go back to work. This seems like the perfect time for you to start questioning, are you working at a place that you actually love, that you actually feel proud of, that you actually believe in? Or are you just doing it to make ends meet? Because here this is telling you that you actually have a purpose out there for something greater, something more meaningful to you, something that speaks to your soul. With the new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. This could also be partnership, maybe opening up a business with someone, right? So you're not doing it alone, you're not risking alone. Maybe connecting with someone that you truly trust, that you have a good connection with, so that you guys can, balance ideas and things together. So maybe you should look into maybe opening something. Maybe you have skills and someone else has another set of skills that if you guys combine those skills together, you can create a really successful business, right? Like if, let's say, you want to be a writer for a graphic novel and you have a friend that draws really good, maybe if you guys come together, you can create graphic novels, right? They could do the art, you can do the writing, or vice versa. September is the energy of September here is calling you guys to look into something that is more meaningful in your life. Something that at the end of the day you can feel satisfied with. That even if, let's say, you do work hard, that you aren't soul drained, right? But that you can still be happy with the work that you do. You can still love what you do. So for some, that could look like turning a hobby into something professional. For others, it could be just finding the type of work that you naturally have the skills for. Even if you do have to learn some aspects of it, you sort of have like a foundation, you have an understanding of it, something you gravitate to, something maybe even that you naturally did when you were a kid. Because when we're kids, we don't think about what will be tomorrow, right? We're in the moment. And kids have an incredible ability um, to listen to their intuition, to do things in the moment. What they feel, they do, right? So kids will naturally gravitate to type of mediums or toys that align with what they should be doing in the future. And I don't know if Russia still does this, but I did hear the long ago, like maybe 80s and before that, I don't know, that parents in Russia would look at what their kids gravitated to, and then they would foster that subject that they were interested in to kind of make them build that skill even more so it becomes more defined and better that way when they're already in their like teens. They're almost professionals at this. When DeviantArt was an actual thriving community, I remember some of the greatest artists on there were from Russia or Ukraine. When they pick something up, they truly go deep into it. They study it, they perfect it. That way, when they're adults, they're already professionals at this and they're amazing at what they do. Whatever skill you do have, whatever thing you gravitate to and love doing every day, keep going at it, keep fostering it, keep strengthening that skill and try to turn it into something you can do for profit. If you do want to keep something just as a hobby, you can, because sometimes when you turn it into a business, you start to not enjoy it as much as when it was a hobby. But if you already love doing something every day, why not get paid for it? So group one, that is all I have for you for the month of September. I really hope that you enjoy this reading. I hope that something sparked in you. I hope you were inspired to take the next steps and actually do the thing that you actually love doing. Don't focus too much on it. Just do what you can, because remember that like in the background, behind the scenes, the universe is working on things on its own as well. Right? So try not to force something. Okay, don't be desperate for something. What you can control, control. But everything else, leave it up to fate, up to the universe, and they will do its work for you to align you to where you need to be. Okay, so remember to check out my Ko-fi page. You can leave a tip. You can get a personal reading, especially now that they're 20% off until August 31st. You can also shop or become a member. I have a lot of things going on there, so check out my Ko-fi and I'll see you guys next time. Hello group 2 and welcome to your September predictions. Let's see what you guys got. So you got reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, harvest. So not sure if there are, I'm not really a gardener, but check to see if there are any plants that actually thrive during autumn and into maybe winter, or there are also some plants that you can grow indoors if you don't have a yard, or some people I've seen, they'll take like a plastic sheet of some kind and then like make a garden and then put the plastic sheet over with like, sticks, sort of keeping it up and around the garden area. That way, like frost, like the cold and stuff, doesn't get in and destroy the plants. So you can try to do that, but you can also reconnect with Mother Earth by actually going on hikes, sitting down in nature, observing it, maybe even having like an autumn picnic or a bonfire, or just being active outdoors, especially if you have like a dog, right? Don't be lazy and just go around your house or something. Go on longer walks. sit down somewhere with your dog and allow him or her to just, also be out and sit and watch the birds or something. You got travel. So some of you could be traveling in the month of September, maybe for work, or maybe even to visit someone. Maybe you can work from home and, September is a perfect time when the temperatures aren't that hot. So you're taking that time to travel and go on vacation. You got the relics of Lemuria, fragments, memory, reclaiming. Some of you are going to reclaim your identity, your own voice, because maybe you've been listening to a lot of other people and you have been their voice box, just repeating what they are telling you, believing what they were telling you. But now that slowly the truth is coming out, you're starting to see that you believed in a false narrative, in lies, in manipulation, in propaganda, and you will be reclaiming your own identity, your own voice. You will have to stop following other people and truly looking into things on your own. With the fragments here, it feels like pieces of you are scattered around. And I don't mean physically, I mean like, your soul, your identity is just scattered. It's fragments of who you truly are. And the best way to get back in touch with who you are is to travel to nature and be more part of her. Because nature brings us back to the basics. It brings us back to who we truly are. We aren't what our school system made us to be. We aren't what our job is making us to be, or what the media or other people are making us to be. We are of the earth. We're beings that are like pack animals. We need other people, but we have to be individuals. Even when you're with a partner, even when you're married, despite that now you are a unit, you are still an individual. You still need some me time, right? You still need your own space. That is why a lot of relationships don't work, or as they say, after 6 years, the marriage sort of starts to get boring or mundane and stuff. That's because you don't have your own space. You're with this other person 24/7. Except, of course, when you go to work or whatever, but you're with them all the time. You need your own space. You need some moments of times when you're apart, when you can focus on your own things, your own hobbies and, stuff like that, so that there's time when you can actually miss one another. Okay, you can't just be seeing this person's face every single day and thinking you're going to, always feel that spark. It's like, no, it starts to get maybe even boring for some people. So you need some time to yourself. You need to create a world of your own where you can do your own hobbies, where you can um, watch a movie, pamper yourself, or whatever it is that you need to do away from everyone else. So even though you have a unit, right, you too have your own world. You should have your own world for yourself, just like they should. And I'm not talking about keeping secrets or having another life or a partner. I'm just saying that both of you need to take time to spend time with just yourself. You got the masculine. So for some of you, what you can expect in September is maybe someone walking into your life. This could either be a man or a female with more masculine traits. And I'm not talking about trans or whatever this new age people are doing. I'm talking just about maybe someone that's maybe more of a tomboy, or that's more, rough and not girly girl, things like that. So some type of masculine energy is coming into your life, or maybe you guys will meet when you do travel. You got the dreams card. So this could mean that the answers or solutions that you need in life may come from dreams. For some of you, it could mean that you need to think about your own dreams as in like goals, right? What's a dream you have about your life? What do you want your life to look like? Because it feels here with the Lemuria card that these fragments are scattered within you like a broken mirror, right? If you break a mirror, there's so many fragments and things look distorted because of the cracks in the mirror. But you need to get back to nature. You need to go back to the basics. Remind yourself of who you were before all of this, who you are without these people in your life, right? If you let's say live at home now, right, with your parents and stuff, who are you without them in your life? Because wherever we are, we're influenced by the people around us, right? So you have to maybe travel, and even if you aren't leaving the country, maybe go somewhere for the weekend, just like on your own, and see who you are without the influence of these people around you. Maybe it's time to move out so that you live on your own and see what it's like to not have to live under someone else's rules, or where you have to think about someone else's personal space, boundaries, limits, or whatever it is, when it's just you. Who are you when there's no one else influencing you? Okay, the masculine here reminds us that we have to be more independent. It tells us that we have to be what nature made us to be. Doesn't matter how you feel, what you are. Those are influenced again by exterior sources. We're talking about what nature made you out to be. It's very rare. I mean, it does happen maybe a lot more now than it used to due to the chemicals in our foods and stuff, but it's rare for nature to make mistakes. And even when it does, there are things to learn from it, okay? So this isn't about you choosing who you want to be. This is about what nature made you to be. What's your real identity? Beyond the shell, beyond the layers, beyond all of it, throughout the years that clouded you from yourself. Who are you deep inside? Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So, an Aries is all about taking action, right? Aries is an action-packed sign. It's always this movement, always this restlessness, always, what's the next thing? What has to get done? So the fact that you have the full moon this September, yeah, it's telling you that something reaches that ultimate level, right? Maybe you've been collecting the fragments of your identity or of your own life or aspects of your life in order to create that dream life that you've always wanted. And in September, while you're taking in that nature and spending more time and getting back in touch with who you truly are, maybe that final piece clicks in and you get that remaining last level, that full and wholeness of the entire experience. So this could be any area of your life. Okay, I don't want to always keep repeating, this could be work, this could be, just your own identity, it could be a relationship. Just apply it to whatever you feel like this resonates the most in your life. That's what we're talking about here, because it's going to be different for everyone. Okay? And if this is a pheasant feather, pheasants are like basically chickens that actually can fly. They're more exotic looking. People do eat them. But this is telling you that you're not an ordinary mundane chicken here, okay? That's not what your life should be. You're something extra. You're something a little more special than that. Okay, and that's how you need to treat your life. Not saying that you need to belittle others and think you're better than them, but I'm talking like, don't settle for something that will only drain you, that you will have to keep fighting. You know, a perfect example of this is, for example, when choosing a partner. When you come home, you shouldn't be entering another battle or walking on eggshells. Coming home to this person needs to feel like you can finally relax. After a long, hard day at work, you can come home and finally relax. That's how this person should make you feel. They shouldn't be nagging you or constantly complaining or yelling at you or belittling you or judging you. Okay, this person needs to be your safe haven. So apply that to any aspect of your life. Sure, challenges may occur, right? In any area of life, but make sure that this thing isn't eating at you. So group 2, that's all I have for you. Remember, I'm offering 20% off on my tarot services. So grab the opportunity while it's there. I do not do sales often. This is very rare. And check out my Ko-fi page where you can leave a tip if you wish to support me. You can shop there. You can become a member and, of course, get a personal reading. So I'll see you guys next time. Hello, my beautiful crows. So let's see what you can expect in September. Remember who you are. Culture, resilience, beliefs. Huh. You got sacrifice, the leap, ecstasy, bliss, belief. Wow, you guys got some powerful cards. Hierarchy. What you need to heal, that victim consciousness. And it's asking you, what do you need to release? You got the waning moon. Okay, so for September, what you guys can expect is the question of your own identity. September is calling you guys to stop that victim consciousness and start to remember the ancestors, their lives, the type of lives they have lived, the sacrifices they have made in order for eventually all this to lead to you. There's a huge feeling here of your own sacrifices and what you need to make in order for your dreams to happen, in order for your descendants to have a better life, or for this world to become better, right? What sacrifices are you making in your own life for something better, something greater than yourself? Okay, I want you to look back in history and, well, not in history, but even if you look now, the leftover architecture that was created back in history, okay? Like, for example, old cathedrals, right? Things that hail from the 1600s, the 1800s, right? These people that were building these beautiful architecture and buildings and stuff, they were not concerned just about for themselves to have it good, right? They were building something for the future, even when they will not exist anymore. Those buildings will still stand. And that's what our civilization and society lacks currently. Everything that is being made is limited in how long it will last, right? If you look at fridges, I'm pretty sure some of you will know this, okay? I personally know this. My grandma, who isn't here anymore, but she has a fridge. Okay, we still have this fridge that she bought back in like the 40s or 50s. To this day, this fridge still works. Sure, it looks old-fashioned, It looks sort of beaten down, due to the many years and decades of living, but it still functions perfectly. Because the old generation, they have created things to last as long as possible. In our current society and modern ways, we do have the technology to make things last even longer. But they don't want to create them to last longer because they will lose money because of it, right? They want you to keep replacing and replacing so that they can get more money out of you. So what you guys can expect in September is to remember who you are. You will have to create sacrifices in your life. Take that leap of faith in order to climb up to something better. Look at those steps leading to a door, right? You will have to do what it takes to get to something better. This will break that victim consciousness that you have deep inside yourself, and you will have to release it. Because you cannot go on living or growing and evolving if you're constantly bringing yourself down with these thoughts and this type of mentality. Okay, so I ask of you to remember who you are, remember your ancestors. They sacrificed a lot for you, and sometimes you will need to sacrifice for others, for your family, for society, whatever it is, in order to stick with the truth. Okay, with truth, integrity, authenticity, because that's how we grow. No matter how much it hurts to hear the truth, the fact that, facts don't care about your feelings. The fact that this society has become so delusional because of how privileged it is. Okay, we in Eastern Europe and like Europe in general, but mainly Eastern because like the West is influenced by America and stuff. But in Eastern Europe and many places around the world, we don't have these delusions that Americans have because we know what it's like to have to survive. To this day, we are still trying to just survive. So we don't have the luxury to be delusional and create like 70 genders and start to, I don't know, marry buildings or whatever. Okay, we don't have those privileges, and I'm glad we don't. When you're faced with survival, you can only tune into actual reality. Okay, you can't switch stations and be privileged to just lay down and see where the stations take you, where these thoughts take you, okay? It's about survival. It's about trying to figure out what your next move will be so that you do have food tomorrow, or that you can provide for your family, or whatever it is. Okay, that's why as bad as it sounds, sometimes I feel like America literally needs to face a war in order to shake them up and remove these crazy thoughts from their mind. Like, I don't wish war upon anyone, but I don't know what else is there for people to actually start thinking more clearly and rationally. And it's sad to think that common sense isn't common anymore when it used to be the only thing we had. So group 3, that's all I have for you. Remember that personal readings are 20% off. Please use the opportunity while you can. I do not offer sales a lot or as frequent. I think it's been like 2 years since I did so. So take the opportunity while you can. The link will be in the description box below. You can also check out my Ko-fi in order if you want to tip me, to become a member, or to shop, because I do have products there with my artwork on them. So I wish you guys luck, and I will see you guys next time.